Hi, this is Miss Kalflesh here from Nantire's Guidance Department to show you how to select your courses for grade 9 French Immersion at Nantire. So the first thing we want to do is get to My Blueprint. That's where we're going to select our courses. You probably have already been to My Blueprint many times, so you can get there any way you want, but the main thing is that you're getting to the proper login screen for all Simcoe County students. So I like to go to our website, so I'm going to show you that way. Because then when you're here, you're also going to know how to use our website or what it can be used for. Lots of great resources here. But under the student dashboard, when I select that, it gets to a page that shows you a lot of apps that you use a lot when you're in high school, such as your email and D2L, etc. So My Blueprint is on here, and this is going to bring you to the proper login screen for Simcoe County school board students. You want to see this green login button, and that's what you're going to select. So when you select that, then you're going to be brought to a login screen where you enter your Simcoe County District School Board email as a username and your regular network password. That's going to bring you to a dashboard that looks like this. And these three lines on the left-hand side, when I select those, I see everything that's in My Blueprint. And for today, we're going to go into high school, because that brings you to your high school plan or your high school planner. And so in here, some of you may have already selected some courses for grade 9 or even courses for grade 10, 11, and 12, and that's totally fine. When we submit your courses, it's only going to submit your next year courses, even if you have grade 10, 11, 12 plan. So because you're in grade 8, that's why grade 9 says it's highlighted blue and says next year. We're going to go in here, and you can see that there are 5 compulsory courses, okay, and that's for every single grade 9 student. But because you are in French Immersion, you're also going to have to select a French art credit and a French phys ed credit. So I will show you how to do that. But everyone in grade 9 is going to have to take English. When you select English, I've already filtered this for you so that you only see grade 9 English options. And so in here, you're going to either select your locally developed English or your de-streamed English. Now, I will point out that most students are going to be selecting de-streamed English. It's really only students maybe that have an IEP, that have a special education resource teacher, that are going to be selecting the locally developed English. So I'm going to select my de-streamed. I click on that link. It brings me to the course description. I'm going to add it in. And boom, it's in my course selections. I'm going to do the same thing for math. Now with math, there's actually 3 options. So similar to English, there's this locally developed option, which is, again, what students will be taking if they do that, maybe with their cert. Most students are going to be taking this grade 9 de-streamed math. We have a new option this year, which is this top one called grade 9 pre-de-streamed math. And excuse me, it is basically a course that you would take in first semester of grade 9 to better prepare you to then take the grade 9 de-streamed math in second semester. So really it's for students who should be taking the de-streamed math, but they just might need a little bit of extra time and practice, getting those skills sort of at a level where they can be successful then in that grade 9 de-streamed math in second semester. And so because typically students only take one grade 9 math class in grade 9 and 3 electives in total, when you're picking de-streamed and the pre-de-streamed math, obviously that's 2 math courses, so then that would bring your elective choice down to 2. So here I'm going to go select de-streamed math. Science. I've got 2 options. Again, my locally developed and my de-stream science. I'm going to put my de-stream science in. Now French, you'll see here that there's 3 options, and that's because for all of you French immersion students, you're going to have to take this French immersion grade 9 French. All the French immersion courses, just to point this out, have a U at the end of the course code, whether it's in grade 9, 10, 11, or 12, has the U. Okay, so I've got my French immersion grade 9 French, and I also have to take geography in French. So there's only 2 geography options. There is no locally developed grade 9 geography option. So I just want to make sure that I'm selecting the French one. Okay. Then I did mention it, but when we get to the elective choices, you have to take art and you have to take phys ed. So when I click into courses, it's not obviously a specific department here. So it is already filtered for just grade 9 courses, but then you can see all of the disciplines or all of the departments that we have at Nantire. So I want to get that art credit in. And so I really want to be careful about which one I'm selecting, because in the past, up until this year, there's only been one art option for grade 9 French immersion students, and that's been the visual art. Starting next year, when you're in grade 9, you have another option of grade 9 music, instrumental music, that could be in French, or that is in French, I'm sorry. So you could actually, you actually have a choice this year. So I'm going to go for the music option, and I'm going to add it in. Okay. So if you really wanted to take both of those art options, so instrumental music and art, you can do that. You just can't take them both in French immersion. So what that means is, since I selected my grade 9 French immersion art as music instrumental, then if I really want to take visual art, I wouldn't select it in French. I would select it in the regular English one. And vice versa. If I wanted to take my visual art, right, in French, so actually I'm going to delete these 2 just to show you. All right, so I wanted to do the visual art in French. I'm going to find, there it is, plop it in. And I really wanted to do instrumental music as well. Again, totally fine to take 2 art credits. I would just select the instrumental music that's not in French. Okay. And I know I do have to take phys ed. Here's health and physical education. And it has to be in French. So it's not going to be that one or that one or that one. Aha, here's the French one. There it is, French immersion. And here it's got the U at the end, so I know I've got the right one. I'm clicking on it and I'm adding the course in. Okay. Then I have alternates. So I also know, because of what I was told when guidance visited me in my grade 8 school, that I have to take a tech in grade 9 or 10. So right, I could have put it in here instead of this English instrumental music if I wanted to. But what I could do is, for now, I'll make sure I take it in grade 10 for sure, but I'm going to put it in an alternate, as an alternate for grade 9. So when I click alternate, it doesn't even filter for grade 9. So you don't have to, but it does make your life easier to filter for grade 9. And then I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom for my tech options. And so there's 3 options for me: half computer, half communications, or half design, half construction, or a full credit in hairstyling and aesthetics. So I think I'm going to do this half design, half tech, which is block D. So again, I'm going to click on it, and in it goes. And let's see, for my alternate, I know there was a cool one that I was told about when guidance visited me, and it's actually a grade 10 option. So there's a few grade 10 options that students in grade 9 can take. So I just have to make sure that I'm filtering by grade 10 to find it. And then I can use that worksheet that we filled out when guidance was visiting, and I see what department it was under. I remember it was called clothing. Oh, it's under social sciences and humanities. So there it is. There's that clothing option. That sounds kind of cool. I'm going to put that in there. Okay. So then I've got 8 and 2 alternates. So now I'm ready to submit. So I'm going to now select this review course selections. Again, I can see all the courses that I selected with green check marks. It's good to go. And then I'm going to submit my course selections. As soon as I select submit, this comes up for parent guardian approval. So I am actually going to put my mom's email in here. She's going to receive this email, and she's going to either approve or not my course selections. And really, you're done. And what you need to do is bring back that rough draft that we did in class. That's what I need you and your parents to sign once you have submitted your courses in My Blueprint, and bring back to your teacher. Okay? You can, if you want to, always go back and log into My Blueprint to see what courses you selected. Or if you're more of a paper kind of person, that's fine too. As soon as you select print, I'm just going to cancel this print so you can see, then you get the actual kind of a printout of everything you picked and what diploma requirements it's fulfilling. Okay, and you can print this and keep it in your records if you want to. But I really need you to get the other sheets signed by you and a parent and brought back to your grade 8 teacher by January the 24th. All right, so if you have any questions, please reach out.